Hello folks, and welcome to another edition of Nights in the Newsroom. I'm your host Sheldon Gomes, here to bring you the latest in sports. Starting with tennis, men's and women's tennis each wrapped up their seasons last week, as both squads battled through the NEC tournament to advance all the way to the championship game. The women would unfortunately take a 4-1 loss at the hands of Bryant, but can proudly look back on themselves as the 6th team to make the NEC championship game in the last decade for FDU. The men would defeat Bryant 4-3 to take home their 2nd consecutive NEC title and the 14th NEC championship in the program's history, repeating the success of last year. They will now look forward to the first round of the NCAA tournament game. Moving on to softball, the Knights had a rough week, dropping 5 of their last 6 contests. Despite the losses, FDU still sits at 3rd place in the NEC standings with a 9-6 conference record. Moving on to baseball, the Knights dominated the week, amassing a staggering 68 total runs scored in 5 big wins. They are now above 500 in their overall record at 18-17 and remain in firm control of the top spot in the NEC at 10-2. Women's bowling had their NCAA tournament run come to an end at the hands of Vanderbilt and McKendree in the double elimination bracket. The women were just the 9th squad in program history to make an NCAA Final Four, and the first team to do so in nearly a decade. Wrapping up the week, men's and women's track and field competed in the Larry Ellis Invitational. Chantel Riley, Chloe Lucas, and Lisa Warfinge each shined for the women, placing top 10 in their respective events. For the men, Aiko Aslop and Salif Main stood out, with Aslop placing top 10 in both the men's 100-meter and 200-meter, and Main coming in first place in the triple jump final. That is all for this week in sports. Tune in next week for another edition of Nights in the Newsroom.